YouTube, and welcome back into a pretty spicy one. We've got another war on our hands here. We will move on to turn 107 here. We're slowly expanding the flexibility of being able to just buy a settler every so often, not having to worry about running policies and things for it is so nice. We've got three more settlers needed on our home continent. We just purchased the one, which I think this will be our next coastal, and we'll go from there. That's interesting. So Quenchy, so we have a point redemption here where people are dealing with things IRL and would like my take on it. This one is taking a long career break worth it, or should I just jump back into working at a corporate or office setting ASAP? For context, I've been on a career break for a month and a half, and as grateful as I am for the rest, I still get crippling depression and anxiety whenever I start to apply for jobs because of, I don't know, PTSD from the old office, and when I rest, I get anxious because I'm not contributing to the world. What do you say? I mean, if you're not happy in an office, I think that's a different thing. I think it's okay to take a bit of a career break, but I think if you extend it too long, hiring managers will probably start to get a little bit weary about, like, why did this person take such a long career break? That being said, I think mental health is really important. I mean, the very reason I am here today, as a streamer is because I was 100% miserable in my own job, and recognized that it was an unsustainable place for me to be. I needed something else. Now you don't have to go quit and become a streamer. I wouldn't really recommend that as far as a trajectory that seems reasonable. But what I'm saying is, like, something had to give, right? Something had to give. I had to get out of there. And maybe it's that my old industry is a unique one, but, like, I could probably walk back in the door and get a job, right? So that wouldn't have affected me too much. I really would prioritize your mental health over a whole lot else. You know, if you need to make ends meet, like, in the short term, then obviously that's a different thing. But I don't know, man. I would say take a little bit longer if you can afford it, and just try to figure out where you want to be. Like, I mean, this is my 4th year streaming, and, like, I'm so proud of what I've got going on here, what we have going on here in, like, the community and stuff. And again, not to steer anyone towards streaming, but, like, think of what you can accomplish and think of where you could be in the next 5 to 10 years if you put a little elbow grease into it and stuff. So that would be my take on it. I don't know if that helps you, Quenchy. Thank you for the question. Always happy to give my 2 cents. Yeah, I'm an overthinker. I'm an over-analyzer. That's just my natural state, I think. Limes is needed for the next 2 turns. We no longer need Diplo League, so let's jump into Charismatic Leader. I don't think Serfdom's super crazy effective right now either, so that's a thing. S. Bridges, thank you for the brand new Prime sub. Welcome on in. Good to have you here. Thank you. And Old Gray Hair, welcome back for 25 months. If you guys don't know Old Gray Hair, you are also missing out, so please go follow him. He is good people, confirmed. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much for the ongoing support, and welcome on back. Good to have you here. Game's going pretty well, S. Bridges. Hi, Old Gray. How have you been lately? How have your streams been going? I could rationalize this for a while, just to give us extra production in our cap. About Catherine, when do you stop selling your excess luxuries? In other words, when's the right time to do special projects? Well, when you're in a spot where you're kind of comfortable with where your districts are and you want to start projecting. Again, this is my first time playing Magnificence Catherine, so I don't have a lot of experience to lean on to tell you when exactly to be doing that. My gut says after you get a couple districts down and you've got your economy kind of cooking otherwise is a good time to do it, but... Freitag, thank you so much for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back with that Prime. Good to have you here. Lucky number 13. Timoria says, I don't believe that you overthink things. Let's take 30 minutes to discuss why or why not. Your words are hurtful. Why gotta why? Why gotta be like that? that was mean-spirited, Timorius. BFT, thank you. That you did it. You triggered it. Wow. Driving that sub train. High on cocaine? No, that's a different song. That's a different song. Thank you so much, BFT. Thank you for the 100 bits, and thanks for kicking off a hype train. That's always good stuff. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. He's got his unique cavalry barreling down on us. So I'm going to steal builders. That's for dang sure. But we are going to probably need some crossbows and or a little bit of troop reinforcement here. Frankly, just need the iron for this. We're at mercenaries in 3 turns. We're getting our walls down. Those crossbows can really take care of our walls. So this is a bit of a pickle. Quenchy, thank you so much for the 160 bits as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I, too, overthink things. Yeah, we can recognize our own, can't we? No, I appreciate you, buddy. I hope you know that that's all in good fun. Saying that in a Civ stream is calling out more than half of chat. That's a good point, old gray hair. You get to be famous for overthinking things in the Civ world without too much punishment. This is a city that could certainly build a horse or two and help me reinforce my front line. I think I like that. I'm not running a policy for it, but like I don't want to commit. Well, you know what I could do? I could do this and this. And at least lock that one in. And I could also lock in this one. Oh, no, I can't. Awkward. Eventually I will, but that's awkward for now. Fire Hammer, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, welcome on in. How far are we from knights? I don't know. I'm gonna rely on crossbows, I think. We're 4 turns from crossbows. I've got some money to upgrade them if need be. Overthinkers unite. I like that. Is that our union? Should we start a union for overthinkers? At least get that going. May find our way into circumnavigating this era. That would be good. But what would we call it? Oh, let's think about it. I like that. It's amusing. So did you guys deal with this or no? TBD Inc. That's pretty good. Yeah, they're helping us a lot, Singapore is. Magic. Mercenaries in 2. I want to be in a spot to hit that soon. Sucks to override like some fertilized tiles, but we're already housing capped. The food is just not that important. So I'm happy to drop that here. I'm frankly happy to drop this here. After all, that is the point of district planning. Yeah, it's been a bit of a messy one. We've gotten tangled into a war over a settler that took forever, and then we just got pulled back into it because of the emergency that it caused. Pizza, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Thank you. Thanks for all the support and helping close out what was kind of a down month for me. Again, my fault, not yours. But I really appreciate all y'all contributing. You the best. Thank you. We've got walls. Don't have too much of a concern yet. Keep coming. Smart Mike with a gifted sub as well. Welcome on in, Quixotic Doc. Thanks, Smart Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's take out the crossbow first. Next turn is mercenaries. $37 turn Petra's pretty brutal. Man, barbs. No one deals with them, huh? As I said, no one deals with them, huh? Where'd he go? Did you run away? What'd you do? You ran away. Running away, eh? How do you district plan? Very carefully. Like this is the answer. It's a matter of just knowing, like the planning part of districts just gives you a lot of relief when you're like, okay, cool. If I take the time to make a plan, all I have to do is follow my plan. And so you like have to front load a little bit of that processing, that brain processing power, but then you can unload it later, and it's quite nice. Buy the luxury tile in Uppsala. Oh, that one. I could see that being good. Thank you, Blue Spruce. Well done. Well done. I don't want to die to these crossbows. I feel like I want to commit the gold, upgrade our army. Like it sets us back a little bit economy wise, but we're behind there anyways. And so I think got our walls almost everywhere we want them at the moment. So I can drop that policy. And we can bring in either gold or resource. I'm gonna go gold because mostly I just need some crossbows. We'll get another iron. We'll get another sword or something too, but mostly this. I think I will put this back in as well for Petra. Next turn is crossbows. There's only 2 there, but we'll get that one as a third. Hopefully that's enough. So I think you go to, man, Chateaus or Merchant Republic. So this is 16 turns. 2 markets is not, none of these are happening super soon. So it takes us longer to get to these, but once we can get to these, then yeah, no, it's this. I'm probably not knowing what is best and where, mainly with factories. Campuses and holy sites are easy. Yeah, Kinky Steve, I don't build industrial zones. With factories, if you try to get a centralized one, try to get as many cities within range of it as possible. You can do that, but I don't build industrial zones unless I'm going to space. I want this. Victor? Yeah, we could. I don't think we need to. I'm not, like, really scared. Although she's amassing. She's starting to build it up. I don't know. Hey, Earth Goddess.
I'd imagine the whole world.
I really want to upgrade these crossbows. We've got some shots we could be taking too. But with the swords here on the front line, like, I'm not feeling I need to panic. Yeah, I think we'll sit tight. This is a decent little wall against him, and then it'd be hilarious if we lost that city again. Okay, so we have crossbows, we have apprenticeship. Education might matter eventually. I don't think I need to worry about Renaissance era units, even though we're in this war. And so I actually think I want to start heading towards flight, or towards radio, rather. The faster we get to radio, the better. We still have that, this to get. So maybe I'll have that horse come and grab that. We'll grab knights, and we'll have an extra knight for freeze. Protect religion. Still doing okay, but yeah, there is that guy coming. I don't have all the faith in the world. So I need to be a little careful. Wow. The floods this game. Yeah, see, just not super worried. And I'm yet to see a troop over here. Suppose we could look. But now we've got a couple crossbows, and I feel way, way, way better. That's not what that is. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting map, Sad. I agree. I agree with that. Thank you for the hype train, by the way, everybody. Appreciate that support. Yep, there goes Oracle. I don't think I would have gotten it. Very, very late. It's too important to get our theaters down, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Ooh, we are going to need Embark Tech. So after Stirrups, we'll go to Cartography. Ten turns on the era. Oh, I see a pike. So, I think are we just not going to get a golden this time around? That could be okay. It's so long, shots. My hair's so long, dude. It's so long. I don't know. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Probably a dumb question, but what makes theaters so important to build right now? The fact that it's turn 115 and I don't have any of them done. Oh, that's not true. We have one in our capital done. But like it's the fact that I need it. I need to get our WinCon rolling. I would prefer to have theaters down about, 30, 40 turns ago, or at least a couple of them. And like, what else are our priorities? Survive the war. I think we've got that handled. Keep expanding. We can keep doing that with faith. We can get these two, which is interesting, but so I guess you guys are just hanging out. Enjoy the pool. This is going to be era score. That's going to get us 3. I don't see a need to go into a dark into heroic. It might also cause some loyalty issues for us. So we'll just shoot for a normal. There's some knights coming. Comes that pike. I prefer art or archaeologist. I prefer a mixture of both. I think that if you go pure art, you're kind of missing out. And it's usually hard to fill all of those up. But if you get kind of a smattering of both, I find it works pretty well. Let's condemn Islam. That's Menelik's. Try to win these congresses. Is this the kind of war that makes me wish we had gone sanguine instead of void? No. I think we'd be super far behind without void. We're getting a good chunk of our economy just from having a little bit of faith. None of them are crazy impressive right now.
Betwixt the stirrup and the...
But I'm very happy to be getting almost 10 science, culture, and gold per turn. It's a perfect spot for our general just to chill. And that wasn't a noob question. Noob questions are welcome here, though, in case you do ever have one. I need one more. Ideally, one more settler this era, right? So next is Renaissance. I guess that is our last monumentality chance. I have not had a good ley lines game. I haven't really gone out of my way for one yet. We'll need to do that sometime soon. Market over the amphitheater. Ooh, barbs. Ben Bradley, hey, buddy. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Another streamer of interest that you all should be following. Please go toss Van Bradley a follow. It's a worker. He's a. This isn't accurate, but I think of you as a park ranger by day and a Civ player extraordinaire by night, Van Bradley. Please correct me on that. What is your actual job title? How is this still here? That's kind of interesting. Just defend. Ooh, here she comes. Here she comes to save the day. Now we have multi-fronts. Multi-front war here. Okay, so that's what it is. I will take park ranger. I'm a program coordinator at outdoor school and summer camp. Yeah, Van Bradley posts the coolest pictures of his workplace on the Twitters. It makes me very jealous every time. I'll repair those walls real quick. I don't want to take any chances. So did we teched our knights? We got knights. All right, so this will turn into a knight. Fantastic. And I might be able to snag this. That would actually be pretty huge. I'll bring you back up. Thesis, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. How you doing, Van Bradley? Good to see you, man. So 4 more era score needed. We have 8 turns to find it. I think we'll be fine. Get rid of some of these pins. We planned a lot of seaside resorts.
All that glisters is...
Dang it. All right. Well, that's not happening. Hey, soccer man, how you doing? Peaceful culture is going well? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I got an emergency declared against me. It was hilarious. I've never seen so much vitriol. We got this problem to attest with. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Start working on that. How often do I play this game? Almost daily. I've been streaming this game for 3.5 years, so I've got 4,200 hours into it. So pretty often. Pretty often, I'd say. I want to take out the unit. I think we'll be all right otherwise. And like I said, I need 1 more. In 2 turns, I think I'm going to buy another settler. Let's get on the road. And Mr. Bruh, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. I am a bit of a... I love to teach the game. I love to share our knowledge, my knowledge of it with people. So if you have questions or if you're new to the game or trying to figure something out, this is a good place to ask it. You can also ask it in our Discord. We've got a pretty Civ-focused community and a lot of people with a lot of knowledge in there. I might take your citrus, but I also might not.
Him that's overcome.
6 turns on the era. Let's get you back down. We need to lock in some districts here. Should have been doing that a while ago. Is that where I wanted it? Yes. And that's enough for now. I don't know what other districts they would want to get. We'll keep working on that Petra, though. Clunky, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Cool. Yeah. We're here to help you, Mr. Bruh. Like honestly, if you, I try to vocalize my thoughts and get people up to speed with things, but there are definitely moments where I don't, or if I just like kind of go on autopilot because I've done it a bajillion times. So if I ever make a decision that you're like, why you do that? Please ask. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We have a very kind community here. He went ahead and cleared that. Dragoncraft, hello. Another streamer of interest. Please go follow my friend Dragoncraft. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. You were playing Jurassic World Evolution. I recently watched Jurassic Park, and then I recently rewatched Jurassic Park. And this is just such a fun... It's a fun movie. Anchor Watt gone. Mega Colossal Eruption. That's all right. I haven't added the new. We have updated ranks, but I haven't put the new civs into my ranks yet. I need to do that. I'll try to remember to do that this weekend. Let's get up in their face. We're gonna be doing a culture win, MK. So that's our last settler for our main continent here. We've got this one coming down. So for these 2 cities, eventually we might want something like 4 more. But this whole continent can happen very, very, very late in the game. It is strictly here to give us tourism. And it's also being overrun by barbarians at the moment. So, do I have any plans for doing something special on election night? Maybe a Teddy stream? I hadn't really thought about it. I'm hesitant to do something like that because it feels like it would just draw a lot of focus to something that I just generally avoid during my streams. Not that I'm not not that I don't have opinions and all that, but like it's hard. It's hard to have opinions like that and not turn people off. And I am someone who doesn't like doing that. So I don't know. It's an interesting thought, Soccer Man. I was thinking an escape from election coverage. Oh, okay. I see where your head was at. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I probably should, though. Think about it, that is. Woo! Excuse me. She is sending wave upon wave of her men at us. He seems to have stopped. I wonder if Singapore was a reason. You dead there. I'm gonna perch there, I think. And I will make them come to me. Come to me. Yeah, 3 people are in an emergency against us. Nice, Murph. Just be up there. Still need 4 era score in 4 turns. How do we get it? How do we get it? I've already got a boat. Got a boat running around. We could levy. That's worth 1. Really appreciate your talk about your experiences in the shooting and dealing with the aftermath as well as the DMCA. Yeah, I'm glad. We do chat streams. We do. We've certainly got into things. Now and again. But I really like to. I like to when possible, like disclaim it and be like, hey, if you're a normal Civ viewer and you only want to watch Civ, like here's a heads up that we're not doing Civ this one day and we're gonna have a discussion, and that way, what people know it's for sale, and then also like we get people that actually want to be there and not people that got debated thinking I was playing Civ. But I love doing those conversations. I'm the type of person that has an opinion about everything. And so it's not that I'm afraid to talk about it or anything like that. It's just that, like, you know, I do appreciate that people, you know, look at this as an escape and you know, they come here for Civ, not for unsolicited political opinions. But I love having those chats. I want to do more of those. I loved we had a great chat about the DMCA, about gaming, the future of gaming, how it affects content creators, stuff like that. That was on Monday. You can check out the VOD if you want. That was a great chat. Loved that. Yeah, I could send out these envoys. I guess if I don't have the Diplo quarter, that doesn't matter anymore. Oh, thanks, Harry. Appreciate that. Speaking of the DMCA talk, were you still planning to try to upload that as a podcast of some sort? I don't know. I have it recorded. I have not gotten rid of it, so I have the option of doing that if I so choose. But I don't have direct plans. Yeah, I stole a settler and then took some cities. That's why they're all mad at me. Exploration in 5. I'd like to spend these resources. We have 3 turns to do so. So I really need to be running feudalism. And I could grab a feudalism builder and chop out Petra. That would give me some of this era score. I don't have enough culture to get here in time. So funny that we're very close on these. What other era score can we even get, though? Yeah, they're crushing me on economy. I'm just ignoring it. I'm pretending it's not happening. La 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 la. They don't have economy. La 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 la. I don't want to. Don't want to look. So, we're in a weird spot here. I mean, I guess we could go dark into golden. Can I build my special building? I don't have a special building. I have a special tile improvement. And I don't have it unlocked yet. I don't know. Maybe we just happily go into a dark. How bad would that be? I could evangelize our religion. No, I don't have the faith for that. Hey, Les, how you doing? Run some projects. They take too long, unfortunately. Yeah, we can levy for 1. I could probably get Petra, chop that out. I don't think I can get an apostle because I don't have stuff. I guess I could buy the temple. This is rising at 14.4, and I can get 3 more by just converting them to my religion. I think I like the Dark Age. Like, I think we can certainly make the regular age happen, but I guess I'm asking myself why. All right, username. See you later. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at with this. We've wasted some era score by like finishing that district and some other things, but I think I'm pretty comfortable going into a Dark Age. I do need to evangelize the religion fairly soon here. Where's my knight? There it is. Okay. So that's what we'll do. Maybe a road from here could be a thing. No, can't do the harbor. Again, I just don't think the normal age even does much, right? So we might as well take the heroic afterwards. Jude, please, thanks for the follow and thanks for the prime. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for that burst of support. I really appreciate it. Thanks. And Clunky, if I didn't thank you, thanks for the follow as well. Let's re-up our friendship. Ethiopia has bombards. Ooh, they do. They do indeed. I have a district next to the spot, but it's not completed. So it won't count for the 4. Amphitheater first. Temple first. Amphitheater next. And then the audience chamber. Yeah, he definitely has bombards. He's killing us. Or trying to. If you overshoot era score in one age, does it raise the bar for the next era, or can it carry over and help in the next era? Does not help you in the next era. It just sets you a higher bar. So the amount of era score you need is based on the number of cities you have, how many of the previous like golden age you went into, and then that base threshold does like you don't chomp into that with going over. So if you go over by 20 era score, you've just kind of wasted 20 era score. Because it doesn't, the excess doesn't do anything for you unless you're playing dramatic ages. All right, last turn of the era. We're not even close to circumnavigating, I don't think. Right? All right, let's do our combat. It's funny that I wound up with the like the ones that want to go on offense versus the defensive side, which I would kind of prefer here. So I'm gonna grab volley. Ooh, he's got some units. Can I? Yeah. Take that, bombard. Still running our discount. 3 turns on this. Didn't know about the number of cities. Interesting for OCC. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Singapore is doing great. Very happy with that. I kind of want to hide. All right, so it's the last turn of the era, right? So as I mentioned, I really want some builders. So I'm going to go ahead and pay for the policy switch here. And I want to get as much as we can out of our gold and faith before we lose our monumentality golden age. Keep in mind that both of these costs are discounted. And so I think it's worth it to do what we're going to do. And so let's go ahead and grab a builder. Let's grab you 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 a builder. And that'll be fine for now. Sure, that's fine. All right, so we go into a dark age, into the Renaissance. We have 9 turns on our emergency. Cool. So as the dawn of the Renaissance begins, we're gonna switch into exploration. We've got lots of things. This is the era that we're gonna get Chateau. This is the era where our economy is gonna finally overtake all these jerks. It's going to be awesome. And with that in mind, I'm going to put a cut in the video. Thanks so much if you've been watching over on the YouTube. Don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come join us live in person on the internet. We'll see you then.